No, it's been a while since we made a video. Hello, welcome back, everybody. Uh, Today we will be reviewing Transformers Legacy United Animated Universe, Optimus Prime. That's a fucking mouthful. This figure is pretty nice. It's pretty good. It definitely has a nice sculpt. I do like the paint on it. It may look a little bland on the camera just from my POV, but it's definitely a bit brighter in person than what is showing on camera, at least from my POV again. Um, his back looks incredible. It doesn't jet out too much. Like, he has somewhat of a back. No, well, not a backpack, but he has somewhat of a back. But it's not horrible, or it's not gonna make you lose your hair. It's just a back. This does right here come removed out of the box. So you do have to plug this in. I don't know why you would display him without it, because it looks ugly as hell. And we shove that back into there. The sculpt itself is amazing. I do think he's a little bit buff compared to the actual design of the character that was in the show. I think he's a little bit too buff, and we'll get into all that during size comparisons. I had to pop my neck. Oh. We'll get into how buff and big he is into the size comparisons. But it is just a nice sculpt. It definitely captures the animated aesthetic and the colors. One thing that I don't like about this figure is this area right here, where there's these two tires here. For me, because I want to try to make him stand upright, for me at least, it kind of makes him stand at like an angle. See if it does it on camera. So it kind of makes one of his feet stick up. I don't know if you can see that. I can try to point it down, zoom in on it. It does make his feet stand at an angle, so it does make him a bit wobbly. So if you like put one side, it makes him a bit wobbly, which could be annoying if you want him standing straight up. But then again, I suggest doing a dynamic pose for this guy, because this guy is awesome to pose, and we'll get into that during the posability segment. This guy is just a really good figure in general. Oh fuck. I always kind of like this design for Optimus. Because I feel like it was a nice animated retouch of the original G1 design. It was a good touch. I loved the black bits. I loved all the bits of this design. Sucks that we're doing a animated season 4. But yeah, this figure is awesome. It's kind of hefty, but it doesn't feel like too heavy. But like, you can feel some weight on it as I lay it on the scale. But yeah, you can feel some heft on this figure. He's pretty heavy. He does have some gappy bits in the shoulder, but then again, you're probably not gonna see those during the transformation. Or maybe you will, I don't know. Unlike the last video, I actually practiced it. The legs look nice. There are some gaps here, but then again, I'm just pointing it out. It's not nothing to lose your hair over. Yeah, the main problem with the robot mode are these wheels right here, because if you're trying to stand him straight up, he's not going to stand straight up. One problem I did have right out of the package is that if we just open up his back here and during the transformation, this area here, I may actually have to split him in half. Motherfucker, there we go. Alright, just to show you the damage, we'll just sit his torso there. If you look here, there is some knife marks, like right here. This is because, at least on my copy, it had excess plastic on this joint, or on this swivel thing, whatever the fuck you call this. Mushroom peg, maybe, I don't know. But on this thing, and every time I would turn it to transform it, he would just split in half because there was so much excess plastic here. Now, the only reason why I say this is because I don't know if this is a reoccurring issue with this figure, and I really hope it isn't because this figure is really good. But it definitely wasn't the best taste when I first opened this. Now, I'm not going to take points off of this figure because I'm going to go back to, rating 1 out of 10. I will not take points out of this figure because of this, because this is mainly just I'd say manufacturing error. Now, if I did find out that this is a recurring issue, then my opinion would definitely change. But other than that, there hasn't been. Well, all you have to. Hold on, let me get on how to fix the problem. All I did was I just took a knife and I chopped away that bit of excess plastic, and then he turns like a dream. Now, it could be a rotation here if you do it right with the transformation, or if you try to pose him with it. That's not gonna work. But we'll get into the posability in a second once I actually reconfigure this motherfucker. Now something else I will note is if I can. God damn, I can't get his chest to happen. Try to do this shit on camera. Jesus. I don't know. Everything is more difficult on camera. Jesus. Okay. Something else I will note that is just kind of annoying me, probably because I have ADHD. I don't know if it annoys anybody else. This side pegs in, but this side. Oh, don't tell me you're pegging in now. Oh, you motherfucker. Well. Oh, there you go. Now it's not. It always unpegs. Again, hope this isn't a reoccurring issue, or it's just something I'm doing during the transformation causing this. But yeah, it's always done this since day one, which does kind of suck, but if all you do is you hold it in place, take down his back, and you just peg that in, stays in place. And then all is good in the world. So you do have to kind of make him have a wide stance in order for him not to be wobbly. And this figure is pretty sturdy. He's pretty sturdy. I mean, he better be. Look how beefy this guy is. I can shake my thing and yeah, he won't fall over. Yeah, it's a good figure. Ugh. I will say that his feet aren't fully flat though. Which does suck for doing animation shit, because you really need a flat foot in order to do that stuff. Yeah, it's a great figure. It has a great range of posability. Which, speaking of which, we will get into it. Before that, though, before we get into that, allow us to do the size comparison, and then we will do the posability. For the size comparison, I have Transformers Legacy United Vector Prime. Oh, fuck. One of my previous reviews. Ooh, stand up. Moving him off the side. SH Figure Arts Bardock. Stand up, motherfucker. SH Figure Arts Bardock. Transformers Series Red Optimus Prime. You see a lot of this guy in my shorts. I love this figure. Transformers Armada Leader Class. I think it's Leader Class, yeah. Leader Class Megatron. And my previous review, the Transformers 1 mainline figure, Orion Pack / Optimus Prime. And last but not least, my only anime figure, besides for those like Burger King toys that you really find everywhere, which I don't have on hand right now, is a Transformers animated, I think it's called like Cybertron Megatron, I forget, but this is where I kind of said he's a bit beefy, because Megatron's supposed to be big and bulky. This one doesn't exactly stand upright. I literally found this guy at a fucking yard sale, so, he's not going to be in the best condition. Yeah, he towers over this figure. Like, yeah, like that's a bit of a side different. I would love to see a version of Transformers Animated Megatron in the Age of the Prime series of toys. That would be awesome, and I would love to see how it would go well against this Optimus Prime we have. Well, oh, anyway, that's the size comparison, and as I've talked about, 1 second, we'll get to posability in 1 minute. He does come with a battle axe, which I forgot to mention. You could probably plug a blast effect in here to make that thrusting motion it does. But this battle axe is pretty nice, and there's see-through plastic here, which could be worrying, but so far it hasn't shown any signs of breakage and is pretty solid. Speaking of which, this figure is also solid, and he's not wobbly. It's a very nice axe, and you can pull out this. Damn, you can pull out this handle, and it extends it. You can get some pretty nice poses with this axe. Looks pretty good in poses, so I recommend posing with it. And if you aren't going to use it, which I don't know why you wouldn't, you would just take it and you can peg it into his back. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Even though if you look on the back, it does look kind of goofy. It still looks pretty nice. Actually, no, I take that back. It does not look goofy. It looks cool. Especially if you look at it from this angle, or any angle, this figure will look awesome in your poses. Again, before we get into any not size comparisons, posabilities, let's check out his box, because I kept his box. It's a very nice box, you know, normal fucking Transformers box. I don't know what else you want me to say. You got some nice artwork here. I do want this figure. It's very nice. Yeah, it's a very nice box. You got some beautiful art right here of the figure itself. Without any further ado, let's finally get into his posability. Alright, you have a rotation at the head. He can look up that far and down that far. And his head can move side to side. Focus, damn it. And his arm can move out. It can do a full 360. Rotation at the forearm. Double bend at the elbow because of its transformation. Wrist swivel. The right of all sentient beings. Rotation at the waist. The joints in here are very solid, so it does take some pretty decent effort to actually move them. Which means this guy won't be getting loose anytime soon. He can kick. His leg can move back that far. You have a bend at the knee. A very good bend at the knee, my god. Thigh rotation. Shut up. Ankle pivot, a very nice ankle pivot. I got a notification on my phone from a friend. I don't care. I do not care for that bullshit. Jesus Christ. I have notifications from people. Oh my god. Alright. That's done. His foot can actually extend for the transformation, but this does mean that he actually has a toe bend. You can do this to make it look natural. I don't know why you would use this for any purpose. But this does mean he does have foot articulation, which you don't see a lot. And of course, he can do the splits. The posability for this figure is pretty nice. You can pull out some pretty decent poses of him. I'll throw some up on the screen right now. Yeah, you can hit some pretty nice poses with him. Can you shut the fuck up? But, yeah, you can hit some pretty nice poses with them, especially with this axe. Let me just pull this out. Show that into his hand. Yeah, you can get some pretty nice poses with the axe alone. And he just looks pretty nice. He's a great figure to handle, and he looks great. I definitely recommend buying this guy, especially if you want to start a Transformers animated collection. This will definitely leave a great taste in your mouth. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get into his transformation and listen to some royalty-free jazz that I didn't steal from Jobby the Horn. This was a very fun transformation to do. I always love converting the top half and seeing how it just kind of folds in on itself. It's a very nice figure. I love how it goes from this big beefy robot to this, and I understand why they had to make him so buff. It's so that they can capture this more. My jaw hurts. Ow. Sucking too much dick or eating too much pussy. Yeah, the main truck bed looks very nice. I love how it kind of conceals itself. But the truck bed, it's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best truck bed. At least they tried something more than just making it the fucking legs itself. And at least it doesn't look like, can't see like a B-44. But you can see the clear fucking robot crotch. What the fuck am I talking about? But overall, it's still a very nice truck mode. It's very fun to transform. For weapon storage for this mode, you could stick it back on top of here, but that looks actually goofy. Or you could simply just slap him onto this. And yeah, that looks pretty good. I would do a transformation thing for this video comparing the alt modes, but that may take too long. Legacy United Vector Prime. Make sure that they're actually scaling up. Leader Class Legacy Evolution Armada Megatron. SH Figure Arts Bardock. Let me just move these back. SH Figure Arts Bardock. Transformers Studio Series Optimus Prime. Studio Series Red. My God. In 1 second. And and my previous few Transformers 1 mainline Optimus Prime / Orion packs. Pretty good sized Optimus Prime truck mode. On. It's a pretty good sized truck mode. It's a pretty good truck mode in general for a Optimus Prime, let alone animated Optimus Prime. Ugh. Ow. Oh, God. Well, with that said, let's get to the end of this review. With all that said, I would rate this figure, I want to say 10 out of 10, but I'll say maybe a 9.8. Almost 10 out of 10. The only thing I don't like about this figure are these tires here. I understand it because of the transformation, but it's the only part of the figure that really bugs me. But I still highly recommend this figure. It is an awesome figure. Definitely buy it if you ever get the chance to. Or when you have the money or you see it in the store, definitely pick up this figure because it is very, very good. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Try to get me more out there so that you can see more. And every 100 views or so, and they make the view count may go up every time, depending on how many subscribers I have. Let's get to 100. Every 100 views, I will post a new long form video. So make sure to share this or send it to a friend, your grandma, your dog, God, to anybody. Or rewatch this video over and over and over again until they have to put you in a psychiatric ward. All that said, I hope you have a good day, good night, wherever you are. Bye-bye.
The age of hungry is over! No more empty stomachs! Follow me, and you shall never miss lunch again! Fries on!